Hello everyone and welcome to the weekend edition of Insider Financial Talk Stocks. My name is Alex Carlson. I will be your host today. I'm the editor-in-chief of InsiderFinancial.com, and in this video we're going to recap the MMTLP situation and discuss my outlook for the coming week. But first, I want to congratulate all subscribers on our pre-Thanksgiving alert on NMTC. Some subscribers that trade on Webull could buy in the pre-market at 85 cents. NMTC closed Friday at $2.82 for potential gains of over 230%. Congratulations to all who banked. I know markets are challenging right now, but there are still plenty of opportunities if you are in the right stocks. Speaking of being in the right stocks, and if you're looking for a short squeeze play, I found one for our subscribers on Monday. This is a recent uplisting from the OTC. Click that link in the description or go to signup.insiderfinancial.com. You can sign up with your email and your mobile. Mobile is the fastest way to get our alerts. It works for all numbers worldwide. Simply enter your country code first, followed by your number. For US and Canada, be 1+ area code and number. Never begin the format with 0. It will not work. And after you sign up in the welcome email, you can download our free Insider Financial Guide to Penny Stocks ebook. Our ebook, our email service, and our text messaging service are all free services from InsiderFinancial.com. We do not run any paid subscription service whatsoever. No Discord rooms, no Telegram rooms, no WhatsApp chat rooms whatsoever. But with that out of the way, let's dive in here to the MMTLP situation. First, I got many negative comments on my last video. I said that this was Wednesday night, MMAT, MMTLP short squeeze over. And I said it was done. Everyone that told me that I had no clue what I was talking about basically owes me an apology. The squeeze is over. OTC hit the stock Thursday night with skull and crossbones, and FINRA halted trading. Now everyone is screaming FINRA fraud. Good luck with that. Go ahead and sue FINRA. And guys, what I want to stress to you, and the reason why you're not going to get anywhere with that, is that it says here, MMTLP shareholders with settled positions as of 12/12 will receive 1 share of NextBridge Hydrocarbons for every 1 share of MMTLP held. Purchases of MMTLP executed after 12/8/22 will not receive the distribution. So basically, the last day of trading was the 8th. After the 8th, it told you this in the MMAT press release that you couldn't, if you bought shares in MMTLP, you would not receive the distribution. FINRA had to halt trading because there could have been someone, that went and not known that they would not get the distribution and they would be out of luck. So it was in the best interest for new shareholders. The people that are crying are the ones that thought that there was going to be this gigantic short squeeze. They have 1,000 shares. It was going to $1,000 and they were going to be an overnight millionaire. And the key is, and you understand if you are looking at making a case against the regulators, it's like, okay, the police, let's say there's a traffic stop light that's flashing red or flashing yellow and there's an accident there. Well, the police, they show up after the accident, post the yellow police tape, and that's so that there's not a further accident. That's what the regulators do. They're not going to protect you from fraud. They're going to do it after the fact. Look at what's happening in SBF, in crypto. That's a mess. The regulators are late to the party. They're showing up now when basically everyone's out billions of dollars. So you're not going to win fighting the regulators. But, we put out this tweet, and it said, Insider Financial Exclusive, Friday scene at FINRA with MMTLP investors. And this nails it.
Oh, gentlemen, you can't expect us to know the rules of the exchange, Mr. Duke. All accounts to be settled at the end of the day's trading, without exception.
You know perfectly well we don't have $394 million in cash.
I'm sorry, boys.
It's still one of the best scenes of all time. This is a great movie, Trading Places. I hope everyone has watched it.
Commodities brokers, as well as all personal holdings of Randolph and Mortimer Duke.
But, you know, turn the machines back on. That's what everybody wanted. Open up trading so that we can, you know, get out before the next bridge hydrocarbons.
Sitting on this exchange since it was founded. We founded this exchange. It's ours. It belongs to us. Mortimer, your brother's not well. We better call an ambulance. Fuck him. Now you listen to me. I want trading reopened right now. Get those brokers back in here. Turn those machines back on. Turn those machines back on.
And, you know, what's happening, guys, is everyone is misdirected. You know, they're misdirecting your anger. This is a great tweet from Moon Market. Don't let these CEOs take advantage of you. 95% plus of penny stocks are not long-term holds. Swing them or day trade them. Don't fall in love. Get your profit and move on to the next. And, you know, you really, guys, got to stop listening to these furos that have no clue what they're doing. You know, if these are your guides and this is who you're listening to, you know, no wonder you all in MMTLP are fucked. You know, it's like listening to Mr. Wonderful, Kevin Leary. He's doing the press tour about FTX. And he admitted that he fell into groupthink pitfall, drinking the Kool-Aid on institutional investors' frenzy to get in on crypto exchanges. He says, we all look like idiots. We relied on each other's due diligence. And basically, you know, you're listening to other people and you only want to hear what you want to hear. You want to hear that this stock is going to $1,000. You're going to be an overnight millionaire. It doesn't work like that, guys. You know, you had the squeeze. You know, it went from $1.50 to $12. You know, it was choreographed. The shorts aren't stupid. They knew that this company was going private. If you want to, you know, be angry and you want to direct that anger somewhere, direct it at MMAT and the architects of this harebrained screen. You know, they're the ones that screwed you guys over. You're going to end up with a private company with shares in a private company that's not traded. You know, and you have only yourselves to blame. If you would have just looked at it as a swing trade or a day trade, you know, you would be much, much better off. And, you know, the key is, I just want to explain to you guys, you know, when something goes wrong, you know, when I lose money in the markets, there's only one person that I blame, or one scenario. I blame myself. You know, that's on me. You know, I look at where I made my mistake, and then I look and say, how can I ensure that this never happens again? And this is what you need to do if you trade OTC, if you're an MMTLP. You know, this is what you need to do going forward. You need to use this as a learning experience, learn from it. And the people that got you into it and kept you into it, I mean, I watched some videos this week, and I really wish one video, I'm not going to call anyone out because I just don't want to get into this he said or negativity, but I will say this. I watched someone do a 14-minute video talking to DTC and everything, and I want my 14 minutes of my life back. You know, some back office clerk at DTC or, you know, your brokerage firm, they're not going to help you. You know, there's nothing you can do. You're going to get, you know, shares in the next bridge hydrocarbons. And, you know, what's going to happen with, you know, they're saying the synthetic shares, the shorts, the shorts are still short. Well, according to OTC Markets, and this was last month, November 15th, there was a short interest of 6.4 million shares. And, you know, significant failures to deliver, no. And I know someone's going to comment, there's hundreds of millions of synthetic shares short. Look, guys, I worked on Wall Street. They run a very tight risk department. You know, market makers are not blowing up. Market makers, they have defined risk procedures in place. And almost all market makers, they don't go home with stock overnight. They're just making the spread. So, they're shorting during the day and they're also long. They're just making the spread, getting in and out, scalping, making a lot of money. That's their business. Their business is not to destroy retail or put MMTLP out of business or whatever. The ones that do that, it's the short sellers, the FUD reports, that it's a fraud or whatever. And what's amazing about MMTLP, if there was a hit piece, please leave a comment below and let me know. But I did not see any short sellers coming out with a hit piece trying to, scare retail out of MMTLP. If there was, please leave that hit piece there. I would love to see it. But, I look at Seeking Alpha, which is the prime venue for where they want to post these, and there was not a negative hit piece posted. The last one was in October, and it was a hold. It was just talking about MMAT, and it was just neutral going back and forth. Nothing of any significance. But the key is, the other thing you want to start doing is doing your own due diligence. Have any of you read the actual S1? It's what a dumpster dive. What a dumpster dive this is. Here are some highlights. Just so there is no, and this says all the risk parameters are there. So, it's a long read put together by two very well-respected law firms, Wilson Sonsani, Goodrich and Rosati in Boston, and Mmtlp and Myers in Dallas. This was very, very well put together, but it's just a lot of risk. First, there's no public market for our shares of common stock, and our shares are not expected to become DTC eligible for electronic trading to third parties. There is no expectation that a trading market will develop or be sustained. Accordingly, you may have to hold the shares of common stock indefinitely. Your percentage ownership in the company may be diluted in the future because of equity awards that are expected to grant to our directors, officers, and other employees and current holders of working interest in our Oro Grande project. Our leases on oil and natural gas properties typically have a primary term of 4 to 5 years, after which they expire unless prior to expiration drilling obligations are fulfilled or production is established within the spacing units covering the undeveloped acres. As of June 30th, 2022, we had leases representing approximately 134,066 net acres in the Oro Grande Basin in West Texas, expiring in 2022 if we fail to drill 5 wells as obligated. Unless we are able to negotiate extension on these leases in the Oro Grande Basin are also subject to expiration in 2023 in the event we fail to drill an additional 5 wells during the 2023 calendar year. We will require additional capital to drill these wells, and we may not be able to obtain additional capital when required in order to drill these wells or on favorable terms. They also have the same issue, 645 net acres in the eastern edge of the Midland Basin in West Texas. What else here? Our leases will expire. In 2021, we borrowed $15 million pursuant to terms of the 2021 note. If we are not in compliance with the covenants of the 2021 note, or if we are in default under the 2021 note, it's unlikely the Meta will offer to extend any additional loans or debt financing. More info about the news. Okay, here. No reserve report was prepared for 2020. Other than the producing Hazel wells, the only producing properties owned by us were the Oklahoma properties, which were marginally producing and were uneconomic for reserve calculation purposes. At the end of 2021 and 2020, reserves did not include any value for proved undeveloped properties. We currently have 2 producing wells located on the Hazel project, the Flying Bee Ranch. Production is from the Wolfcamp Formation. At December 31st, 2021, there were no proved reserved or proved developed non-producing reserves related to these properties after giving effect to the obligation to reimburse drilling costs. During the year 2021, ending 2021, 23,422 barrels of oil net to our interest were sold at an average price of $60 per barrel, although we received none of this revenue because all of it, after deducting expenses to produce the oil, was either received by MHP directly during that time that the option agreement was in effect or credited towards the recoupment of drilling costs incurred by MHP. During the 6 months ended June 30th, 4,922 barrels of oil net to our interest were sold at an average price of $99.99 per barrel, although we received none of this revenue because all of it deducting expenses. I mean, guys, it's a not a good situation. I feel for all you guys. Overall, I can say that it just it sickens me what happened in MMTLP. Same with GameStop, AMC, Bed Bath & Beyond. It's never the hedgies that end up as bag holders. It's retail. What I try to do here at InsiderFinancial.com is to educate retail how Wall Street works, because I worked on Wall Street. I've seen it all. Now I hope to educate and inform so that none of you become bag holders ever again. And the key is, please don't ever fall in love with an OTC or a penny stock. They are either swing or day trades, nothing more. Make that money and move on to the next play. It's all about P&L at the end of the day, nothing more. That's what we do here at InsiderFinancial.com. Each week, we are looking for new runners for our subscribers so they can bank. And for next week, in addition to Monday's pre-market NASDAQ alert, which the only way to get it is by clicking that link in the description or going to signup.insiderfinancial.com or signing up on any of the pop-ups on insiderfinancial.com with your email. And then you could also sign up with their mobile, because mobile is the fastest way to get our alerts. We had Rent, R-E-N-T. I talked about that in the last video. I'm looking for more follow-through this week. I told everyone it opened on Thursday at $1.52. I did the Wednesday night video. I said to look at Rent. It closed Friday at $2.58 for potential gains of 69%. 69, Elon Musk would love that. I'm also looking at this week, we're watching past winners, BRLL, GDVM, CGRA, NWBO, NLST, and GSTC. New plays I'm looking at this week are WISA and HTGM. I will have more information about these new plays in Monday night's video, but there was a lot to cover in MMTLP, and I wanted to get this covered for you guys this weekend when I knew you would have time to look at it all. Guys, just learn from it, move on, and I hope they can, next bridge, they can relist it, get it public again, and you guys can see some a return on your investment. But lastly, guys, InsiderFinancial.com and myself are not investment advisors. This video does not provide investment advice. Always do your own research, make your own investment decisions, or consult with your nearest financial advisor. This video is not a solicitation or recommendation to buy, sell, or hold securities. This video is our opinions meant for informational, educational purposes only, and does not provide investment advice. I want to wish everyone a great trading week, and we'll be back live Monday after the bell with a new video update. Thanks for watching. Remember to smash that like button if you like it, and also click the notification bell to be notified when we go live with a new video. Good luck, guys. Bye-bye.